He's replaced his good mate, Hosein. Seifert. Gone! There you go! He's on a hat-trick again! Oh, someone getting the best of you, you betcha. Wiese, another fiver in Hero CPL Season 9.
Yes.
Wiese par. How do you like that?
Wiese. Well, there's a great thing going around, and T20 fans, I appreciate. There's a band, very big rock band called the Foo Fighters out of the United States, and the lead singer is David Grohl, and he looks a bit like David Grohl. So I often call him,
learning to fly.
So I do use that. So here's David Grohl alias David Wiese with the Fooies. And, you have a lot of fun around that. Of course, with, franchise cricket, you can do that. I think it allows you the freedom of range to have fun. And if people don't like that, well, change the channel. Because it's about enjoyment and creating more of these cricket stars that you get them to another level that they deserve, I think. And particularly when it's, music, ambience of the party scene, cricket played louder, which is CPL's byline and hashtag, is important. So, love it to pieces. And so with, Wiese going well like that, wasn't extraordinary. 2 fifers in Season 9, outrageous.
Right. Now I'm always going to see an ex-Nirvana drummer whenever I see him.
Absolutely.
Okay. In terms of fifers, he seems to pick them up for fun, doesn't it? This was his record-breaking fifer. He now has 6 fifers overtaking the Lankan legend Malinga. So why haven't we heard more of him?
Well, I think also that Wiese, in earlier on in his career, wasn't playing so much for South Africa, and that he wasn't probably realistically, Mikhail, quite good enough. When you think of the star quality of a lot of the South African all-rounders that got a little bit more noticed, did a little better on the world stage, if you like. And, David Wiese was plying his trade in some of the other slightly lower leagues and doing okay. And then I think also got to remember, too, cricket fans, I think, that are really savvy and understand, he was a Kolpak player in England. So he was playing a lot in England and doing that, rather than trying to compete on the T20 franchise stage.
Okay, that's interesting. And in terms of this 5-wicket haul, this was at the back of a quick fire 34 at the end of the innings, and that too again in a knockout game against defending champions who you mentioned were unbeaten in the last edition. So all of that adds up to a really special performance, doesn't it?
Massive performance, and I think again it was you got about Faf's 100, leading from the front like that. He was one of the other foreign stars, and David Wiese doing the trick. And he and Tim Seifert got that partnership, hadn't they? And they both got 30 odd and did really well and elevated the Kings to over 200. So he's a very clever bowler. Bowling at the right time, lots of changes of pace, and then pace on deliveries. Wiese has been around the scene for a long time. So I'm not surprised that you've given me that great stat, Nikhil, that he's gone past the great Lasith Malinga with bags of fifers and T20. Impressive.
Right. And in this innings, one of them was the crucial wicket of Pollard, who could have taken the game away. TKR weren't doing too badly themselves. They had a good start. So this really was an epic standout performance in a knockout game.
And that's what you want. And that's what you want from your big players in terms of overseas star quality that can do that and bring that to you. Both the overseas players, that very important little partnership together at the end there. I think they put on something like 70 odd. In fact, I think they scored 70 in those last 4 overs. The pair of them smashed it. And so you get that coupled with his ability with the ball in a situation defending a good score, and come to the party, get the big wickets, as you say, of Pollard, knock him over. Then Seifert was trying to get going, and he gets him out as well. So fabulous performance from Wiese, and I made him, funnily enough, man of the match.
That was a great pick, Danny. And this moment, as we just discussed with all the context, was really a standout moment, and which is why it is part of our black set on the latest pack drop on Radio.com.